What is important for us to remember that we are getting a system of guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
ولئن أتيت الذين أوتوا الكتاب بكل آية ما تبعوا قبلتك وما أنت بتابع قبلتهم وما بعضهم بتابع قبلة بعض ولئن اتبعت أهواءهم من بعد ما جاءك من العلم إنك إذا لمن الظالمين. Divine guidance versus public perspectives. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us and showing us that, look, if there are people, regardless of how many evidences that you bring to them, how many arguments that you make with them, if they are determined to follow their own belief, to follow the system that they subscribe to follow a community or a cult that they belong to, they will not change. But what is important for us to remember that we are getting a system of guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And here Allah is reminding us that if you have the truth that has come from your Lord, you have studied it, you have been convicted of it. Now do not change because it's uncomfortable for you. Do not change because it's inconvenient for you. Stick to the truth. The second thing that we also learn from this is that it is our responsibility. It's not the responsibility of my teacher or my parents to protect my religion. It is your responsibility to protect yours. It's mine to protect mine. So we have to avoid environments, ideas, getting out of our lane and exposing ourselves to situations, whether it be environment or ideas or content, that will distract us and take us away from the system of Allah to the system of humanity, to the system of Allah to the system of my own desires. That is something upon me and very important for me to protect so I can benefit by following the system of Allah, especially when it has come to me. I have recognized it and I have studied it. One way that this also happens is when we start listening to people who are not people of knowledge when it comes to faith and spirituality. So you may have someone, he's a great entrepreneur, he's very rich, he's a millionaire or a billionaire, or he's a famous celebrity, or he's a famous athlete. So he's good in his domain, but when such person comes and start opening his or her mouth about the religion of Allah, and I take everything that he says as gospel truth, then I'm fooling myself. Because think about it, yes, he's expert in his domain, and if he's talking about that domain, then yes, he has some weight. But if he starts commenting on religion, I've seen many people who are celebrities, but they are giving nonsense out there when it comes to religion. And if you're not an educated person and you're taking knowledge from him, then yes, he is wrong, she is wrong for doing that and misguiding you, but you are also a fool for listening to him or her on the matters that he's not qualified to speak on.